or just be yourself. If people don't like it, if you're being yourself, fuck them.
It's Big Los,
Hollywood Kev,
and welcome to another episode of The Noize. If you haven't yet, go ahead and follow us on the big three: Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at The Noize Podcast. And of course, follow everything Beat Network at beatnetworkonline.com. Here is my gripe. That shit just flowed off the tongue just now. You know what I'm saying? That first episode was such a fucking struggle.
It's like when you come first day back to work from vacation.
That's literally how I was today at work as well.
How has your week been, my friend?
My week has been my week has shown me that even though, you know, I'm getting a lot of my stuff together, there's still work to do. And my body reacted to my stress. It reacted in a way that I actually could not go into work.
So you're old is what you're saying.
Yes, I'm also ancient. Like, you know, my knees is crack diddly-acking. And I feel like that's what old people knees sound like in like Whoville or when they go to Willy Wonka spot. Old motherfucker stand up and is like, crack diddly yak, there goes my knee, there goes my back.
Oh yeah, that's definitely a Disney show.
Every time motherfuckers walk, it just sound like somebody's doing a little playing the spoons on the knee. Here comes Jack, there's his back. Clickety clack, clickety clack.
I can hear that being used in a line somewhere. That's funny. Funny.
But you know Jack probably sound like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yeah, Jack is there. Hell yeah, I'd be sad too. If you heard my back before you heard me, I'd be sad too.
And everybody around me singing. This will be like the first R-rated like Disney type movie.
Oh yeah, because he's just gonna get mad and shoot everybody.
Hey Jack, how's your back? Fuck you. You know how my back is. It goes clickety clack. Just like that. Oh, he sang with us. There goes Jack. Clickety clack, clickety clack.
That is hilarious.
We're writing this on air. And if it seems like either one of us is delirious, it's because it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Why is it 1 o'clock in the morning? I just came back to work today. Got off at midnight. I really need to just be entrepreneur.
Yeah, that's got to be the way to go. Making your own schedule. It's got to be the wave. You know what I mean? And we got to get on that. We got to get on that. Just before we got on, I had just caught up on Godfather of Harlem. That show.
Yes,
great show.
Where are you at?
I'm all the way caught up.
Are you all the way caught up? Your thoughts.
Yeah.
Then we'll get into your week.
I'm interested. I like the twists and the turns that they're doing and different stuff. Even the twists and the turns that I've gotten so far, like I was like, oh shit, I didn't really expect that. I'm interested to see where it goes. So far, I don't really have no complaints, honestly.
I love that show.
It's a very good show. You know, it's something else good that I had the chance of watching earlier. I was looking for something to watch, and I didn't even know they have like they air TV shows or anything. There's a show, and CNN does it, and it's called The History of Sitcoms. That show is pretty damn good. That it's a documentary. It's just pretty good. I think you would really like it.
You said The History of Sitcoms?
Yes.
Where do you find that at? You know, that's right up my alley. Where you find that at?
Well, you know, I got a Fire Stick, so I kind of can watch just about everything that anybody else can watch. And this particular time, I just went to like the documentary sections on my Fire Stick. Can you hear me? My bad. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. I went to the documentary section and I was just scrolling and I just so happened to click on it and it was new. and jumped into it. I think it's one of those where they do weekly type shows, but being it was a while, like I just found it and it's been out for about a month and a half now. I got, all the way caught up. And I think one actually came out today, which I still have to watch, but it's a really good show. You would really, really like it. Yeah, my only gripe with that particular show is, granted, they did touch on a lot of the black sitcoms, but they kind of ain't touched on the black sitcoms. So far, they've touched on heavily of All in the Family.
Well, they're definitely going to stray away because, like, the real age of the sitcom is that late 80s, early 90s. And black sitcoms, reflected our lives around that time. They're not ready to dive into shit like that just yet. And if they are, it's only gonna be like 1 or 2 episodes.
Right. That's when I was seeing it, they did touch on it, here and there, but it wasn't like how they dove into some of the other shows. The one thing I did see that CNN is trying to be progressive in doing is very diverse. They have, I believe they have a transgender person like that speaks on there. They have a gay person that speaks on there. And, coming up, you wouldn't see that type of stuff. So they are being very diverse with it. But at the same time, you can see that it's not me. I have a thing like, do something because you genuinely want to do it. You're genuinely that type of person. You know what I mean?
Right.
You genuinely want to have a diverse whatever because that's genuinely how things be. Don't do it because you feel like you're forced to do it. You know what I mean? And to me, it comes across as a force. It doesn't look like that they're doing it at the kindness of their heart. They're doing it because y'all gonna bitch if we want. Here, nigga, damn. That's what that is.
Yeah, and you can always tell the difference between the two. Like when you're just forcing that shit on, because then it's like, yeah, you kind of half-assed did that. It could have really been better.
But the stuff that they touch on, the way they're doing, if you ride the wave for the way that they're doing it, it's a pretty good documentary.
Yeah, I definitely got to look into that. I watched. So, judge me, that's fine. But I watched a doc that I remember when it came out, but I realized I never watched it before. And it's on HBO Max. But this shit came out in 2016, I want to say it was. They digitally remastered this this filmographer's footage from 9/11. And his footage literally happens from the first plane crash. Like, cause they were on a call, like low key, just a few blocks away from the Twin Towers. Like they were on a fire call just a few blocks over, and it starts with you hearing the plane fly by. Everybody looks up, and then they not paying any mind, and then they kind of realize that plane kind of low, and they all turn around and you watch it plow into the Twin Towers. It gets from there all the way up until the second tower fell, and I just remember thinking, like, how is this footage not bigger? Or maybe I just, haven't been looking for this kind of shit before. You know what I mean? I don't know what it is.
Nah.
It's just. Go ahead.
No, you're actually right, because I haven't seen like any. Of course, I know 9/11 and stuff like that, but I haven't seen any like documentary footage on it. I have a vague memory. Like I remember watching when the second tower got hit on TV, because by this time the news was out there broadcasting live. So I've seen when the actual second tower, to be honest, like I remember waking up for school, and I was getting up for school and my mother was watching it, and I didn't say nothing. When I looked at it, I was like, whatever she watching, it's live. Like they just keep going down.
She is locked in. Like, she definitely forgot to get my Apple Jacks. Mom, where that?
Right. Like she didn't. No, by this time I'm in 7th grade. So I'm up, you know what I mean? And I'm looking, first of all, it's odd for my mother to be up that early. Second of all, I'm looking like, why is she up watching TV? Like what? She's watching like a full-on action movie. This is not no 6 a.m. movie. This is a 6 p.m. movie. What is going on here?
Wait, I understand we're talking about an international tragedy, a time that changed American history, and international terrorism hit our soil. But I have a much more important question. You can't eat Apple Jacks in 7th grade, my nigga? Like, you gonna just make me feel like I'm I'm immature?
No, you're right. You definitely can. Hey, I got a box of Apple Jacks up there right now, so you definitely can.
I just wanted to make sure. Anyway, carry on.
And I asked her, I said, what are you watching? And she just looked at me like she was like crying, and she was like, no, this is happening now. And you know, when you're a kid, since you're so far removed from this
Real
kind
life.
of tragedy, it's like, yeah, you know what I mean? So I was like, oh, damn, that's fucked up. But I kept going about my day until I got to school and seeing that it was like fucking deserted.
Mm-hmm.
So that's when I realized, like, oh no, some shit really went down. So yeah.
Very pleasant way to start the show off. I'll take responsibility for that. But let's get into some fun shit. You already know what it is. It's either or. We need a fucking title for this segment because I feel like this is official now. Kev, my friend.
Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, no, I can hear you. I just clicked on something and I didn't know. Sorry.
Gotcha. And if you can't tell people, we're back on Zoom. But anyway, you good to go?
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure.
All right, for sure. Now I'm about to freestyle these because I had no time to prepare these because again, it's 1:00 in the morning. Would you rather own your own airline or your own car brand?
Car brand.
Why is that?
I can't. Car brand. The way the plane industry is, like, there's not going to be any planes in the sky that was around in 2000. Well, I won't say 2000. We'll say 90s. There's not going to be any plane around that was around from the 90s. You know what I mean? They've updated since then. But you can probably find people has cars since the 90s. You know what I mean? So I would, for longevity purposes, I would go with car.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go with cars as well, only because just the maintenance alone with planes. If you ever look into the price to charter a private jet, I'm like, damn, you got a motherfucker that got 30,000 of these.
Right. And then on top of that, it's a higher chance of somebody affording a car or at least a ride than it is for them to afford a plane ticket.
And I hate to be morbid. Just imagine being a plane owner during 9/11. That's what it's just like. This is. Oh man, this is bad.
I wonder how much money did the plane industry lose out on that?
Bro, no one was flying, and that's
right. They made planes. They made it like illegal. Like you couldn't fly. So I wonder, you know, and it wasn't like no federal holiday. Before them planes hit, you couldn't fly. You know what I mean? Right. When that happened, you couldn't. So I just wonder what they had to lose something that day. What, I don't think that was ever like said. At least if it was, I was too young to care. But I wonder what that was.
But you know, when people never stop buying cars when there's a 3-car pileup and 2 people die. So I'm definitely going. I'm definitely going.
I was on the freeway today. Listen. I was on the freeway today, and I was driving, and it was Sunday. It wasn't packed or nothing. And I'm driving, and the car in front of me kind of swerved a little bit, but I can't see what he swerved from until he was past it. He got past it, bro. I looked at it. It was a whole fucking washer in the middle of the freeway.
You know that fell off the back of a truck.
Right. And I'm saying that to say, if somebody hits that and it does cause a 3-car pileup, you thinking that's stopping anybody from going to get a car?
Bruh. You passed that like, damn, he had the new Ford Fusion.
Right.
That shit's beautiful. I never seen it outside of the. Let me see where they got that available at. Is that the Tesla? Oh, I'm on it.
Right. Hey, hold it up. I don't want that.
In no situation, right? Like that body had no kind of all the give to it, just straight up. With that situation, you know how pissed I would be if I'm the nigga that ran into the back of the nigga that ran into the washing machine. Because even though I'm not going to have to pay for his front, I for sure have to pay for his back because I was following too close and paying for his back. And then with his pain and suffering, maybe enough to pay for his front. So I'm just fucked from this random ass washing machine.
Yeah. That's bad. Imagine if you just got your car that day.
Okay. I just got mad like that was me.
You just got your car that day and you driving on the freeway. You just got your car that day. You know what I mean? It's Sunday. You got to go spend the night, with your girl. She gonna make some fire food. Y'all finna chill, do your thing. You just got to live. Y'all happy. You drive into her house and fucking hit a washer. What do you do?
You got to accept that your day is fucked. And it's only going to get bad because then you have an attitude when you're with your girl. She going to be mad that you got an attitude. She's going to understand, but she's also not.
At that point, I'm not coming. I'm going home.
Then
I'm waiting for this tow truck to get here and I'm going home.
And then you're going to argue. You only think about yourself. I hit a Sony washing machine. When did these niggas start making washing machines? Bro, I'm just now finding out Sony makes like washing machines, fucking refrigerators, like all this shit. I'm sorry. It's not Sony. It's Samsung.
Oh, this guy. Well, still, that would be the only way I can buy a Sony washer and dryer. But no, I think I knew Samsung. No, I didn't. Did I know Samsung? No, I don't think so.
Bro, and the shit is lit, bro. You can download an app and literally start the washer from anywhere. That's how you.
See, I'm petty. See, or I'm childish. I would get like that type of washer or dryer, but wouldn't tell nobody where I got that washer and dryer or what it does, and just control it from the app by itself. So people think it's a ghost when they in my house.
Bro, it's 2021. At this point, they could probably go think you timed it. Like, oh, he probably set that up to do that.
You're absolutely right.
Shit starting by itself is no longer scary because there's an app for that. You're
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. So mine are a little not as lighthearted as yours, not morbid or anything, but mine are not like that. First one, would you rather eat chocolate flavored shit or shit flavored chocolate?
Shit flavored chocolate.
At least you know it's chocolate, my man.
Because I know it's chocolate, and nigga Harry Potter had a whole bag of jelly beans that tasted like boogers. Tasted like you remember that when Harry Potter like first came out? They came out with the jelly beans.
The first one, because I remember. You know what I'm saying? They came out with jelly bellies that was weird flavors off that movie. I remember that shit.
Like I wasn't eating a booger, I was eating a booger flavored jelly bean. It may not taste the greatest, but it's a fucking jelly bean. I'm not about to eat
but it's a jelly bean.
Shit coated in chocolate. Oh God, no.
This would would you rather fart every time you laugh or burp every time you cry?
Burp every time I cry.
Why is that?
Because if I fart every time I laugh, that's going to make whoever I'm around laugh with more. Me. And once they laugh more, I'm going to laugh more. Which means I'm going to fart more. Which means they're going to laugh more. Which means I'm going to laugh
like a never-ending cycle.
And eventually, after 10 minutes of this, and when the room is now flammable,
right. My stomach hurt.
Right. My stomach hurt. You know what I'm saying? We got to open the window. The air is dense now. You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with that. But if I burp while I'm crying, you can kind of, sneak those in like with the random hiccups that'll come when you're crying hard as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You can just,
right.
You know what I'm saying? You kind of slip those in like, just, you know what I'm saying? And just, slide that thing out while you getting your cry on. But if I fart every time I laugh, bruh, I'd never tell a joke around me. If you don't turn that Dave Chappelle show off.
We don't watch nothing funny, nothing.
I don't want to see shit funny.
This is an interesting one. Would you rather have a rewind button or a pause button on your life currently?
On my life currently?
Yeah. So put it this way. We'll do it this way. Would you rather have the ability to pause your life currently up to a year? You're still, you know what I mean? You still can do whatever, but everything around you is paused up to a year. Or would you rather be able to rewind time from a year from now?
Oh, I'd rather rewind.
Really?
Yeah.
Any particular reason why?
I can fix how I went about certain shit. I could be more consistent with other things. I just feel like I get a redo on a lot of things. That's one. Two, I'm sorry. I understand what the pandemic mean to everybody, but my personal at-home pandemic was fucking phenomenal. I had a great time during that time off.
Right.
But what I say that to say, being that I get a chance to rewind time from this year, last year, which I just realized at this time last year, we just went back to work. So I don't get that. Fuck me. Only a year?
Well, that was a modifier that I had because it didn't say. Because I went with the pause button on it.
Why would you pause?
I went with the pause button if I can, because I don't know. Sometimes, at least, well, I can say in my life, I felt like the world, everything around me was moving faster than what I can come up with. So I was like always playing catch up. And part of me can kind of feel that way, but with the pause button, I'm able to really catch up on whatever it is I need to catch up on. You know what I mean? Without feeling like I'm pulled in so many different directions that I can't focus on whatever else I want to focus on.
Mm.
That's just me. I feel like if I rewind, it's the same thing. It's just, back in time. Now, don't get me wrong. I do understand exactly what you're saying about you can redo the steps that you want to redo, but as who I am right now today, which obviously is different from who I was last year, I am more fine with that than who I was last year. So that's why I would do the pause.
I'm still gonna go with the rewind, because even though around this time I still get back to work, there are still a lot of things that I would for sure correct and go about in a different way. I would definitely escalate some things in my life, and I would also de-escalate some things in my life. Like, yeah, I would definitely rewind, but it's like, fuck the fact that I don't even get a chance to get that pandemic.
Right, you just right, you back to the hustle and bustle.
Exactly.
Okay, this is my last one. It had to come here eventually. Okay, would you rather not have sex for a year or have it every day of your life, but you don't orgasm?
Wow.
For a second, I was gonna be like, "You still there?"
Right? Did the signal drop? Which is almost like not having sex for a year. I'm
telling you right now, I'm choosing. I'd chill for a year if that's the case.
You said what?
I chill for a year.
Oh, it's boom. So I guess better question. Can other things be implicated?
I don't know. The question, I didn't get that far. It didn't say that, so I didn't get that far. But no, even if other things would be, I'd rather chill out. I'd rather chill out for a year and just be good and be done with it. You go the rest of your life and you can do, but you can't do nothing. I plan to live a lot more longer than a year, so I can hold out for a year, man. I'll become a monk or something.
No, I can absolutely hold out for a year. That's definitely not the situation. But it's like if I'm in an active sex life and then boom, just go out for a year, if I'm not allowed to beat my dick like a numbers runner, then that I think I'm just about to have those close but no cigar situation. Then I can relate to women. I can have real empathy. But
oh man, those are that's what I got. But I wanted to before we even got here, you said something, and I wanted to. I know we were looking for stuff to talk about, really. And I seen something that I guess it kind of fits perfect with this. Did you see that Michael B. Jordan is going to be in a new film that Denzel is producing?
I did not. What's the film?
I don't know. I didn't get that far. It's just going around like, yo, Michael B. Jordan is going to be working with Denzel on a new movie Denzel's producing. Great. But then right after that, I don't know if it was that same day or the next day, you started
Is Michael B. Jordan the next Denzel Washington? That shit?
Right. Yeah. What is your thoughts on that?
No.
I agree.
Bruh, I mean,
he said no.
Okay, so here's the thing. Here and this is the only place that I understand them making that comparison. Because again, Denzel is the GOAT, top 3. But Denzel plays Denzel in pretty much everything that he does.
Wait, time out. Now, this is I'm doing this only because you have made me think. That's the only reason I'm asking. Give me your top 3 male actors right now. My
top 3 male actors?
Yeah.
So in no particular order, definitely Denzel. Damn, it's not something I've actually just sat and thought about, but definitely Denzel. Tom Hanks. And who would be my strong third? Somebody that just never lets me down. I can look forward to his movies. What's crazy is I've had this before, and for some reason I can't. Or better yet,
who's your top 3? Who's your top 3 black male actors?
Oh, black? Okay, for sure. Denzel, for sure. Sam. And see this one when I get to the 3 again. I feel like Chadwick was making his way.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that dismisses him from top 5, in my opinion. But
yeah, I agree with you. It doesn't.
But he definitely will stop short. Who would be that? I'm like going through the Rolodex now in my head. Oh, let me see. Oh, Ludacris. Now I'm playing.
No, you actually said, because I honestly thought you were going to give me 3 and not include Sam, but you did, so you answered the question.
No, yeah, absolutely Sam is in there. I don't know. So that third spot can actually really get interchangeable. It's definitely one of those, depending on my mood situations, because I could throw Eddie in there. I'm
with you on the Denzel and Sam, but my third spot, I'm throwing Jamie in there.
He's a good pick. He's a great pick.
I'm throwing him in there. To me, regardless on what the movie was, to me, he's brung it every time.
You know what?
The movie may not have been good, but he's brung it.
You know what, though? And people are going to call me crazy, but it's fine. I will give a strong runner-up position to Idris.
I like that.
And the reason,
especially off of Suicide Squad,
especially after Suicide Squad. But that's my whole reason. When you talk about range, Idris, that's a bad motherfucker. You know who else a bad motherfucker? Daniel Kaluuya. Dude, I could easily put him in there too.
You can put him in top 3 or top 5.
Brother, he's inching for that top 3.
You know, this would be a great one. We would have with Jay or something like that. This would be great. But now we can go back to Denzel. So Michael B. Jordan is definitely not this generation's Denzel.
No, nowhere near. That actually gets back to my point. That's the only reason that they compare him, because Michael B. Jordan is the exact same way. He's been that way since fucking Hardball. He just goes on and he just plays Michael B. Jordan. But the difference is, you can almost see in Michael B. Jordan's face when he's not lost in the character. He's kind of just lost as an actor at the moment. I would say the most.
I think I get what you mean.
So the best way I could describe it, when I say lost as an actor, or even trying to get lost into the character, is that you can tell that Michael B. Jordan is delivering lines in a lot of ways. Because he's either not an aggressive dude, or he doesn't know how to fake being an aggressive dude. But if you go look at all of his roles outside of Black Panther, and I'll get to that, if you go look at all of his roles, and even some of the scenes in Black Panther, for being honest, You go look at his roles where he has to be aggressive. It's like it's forced. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like he can tell when he's not delivering how he needs to.
Okay. I'm kind of with you on that. I think I know what you're gonna say within Black Panther, but before we get to that, I think one of the movies we gotta add to, honestly, may fit with that Black Panther slot is Creed. That's easier to draw because you're playing a boxer. You know what I mean? Right. But with that one, when he was acting tough, I actually believed it. The other times I've seen him act tough, I was like, man, if you don't get your ass out in front of me, fucking play baseball or something.
I'm right there with you. However, I introduced this as well. Even though you believed his toughness, would you believe his toughness if he was the same body size that he was in Fruitvale Station?
Well, shit, I don't believe his toughness regardless on the body size.
He's like, I don't believe his tough when he was yoked.
Regardless on the, listen, I've seen plenty of buff dudes get their ass knocked out.
Get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, so that, it's when, to me, when I see somebody like displaying toughness where I'm going to believe, it's not their body size. It's something, I don't know, it's something, it's the energy, it's something that's like, nah, he might really be about that shit. And Michael B. Jordan just doesn't have that.
For some reason, it helps the delivery. And the reason I say that is because the reason I say that is because the revealing of Killmonger's kill counts, that changes if he, you know what I'm saying, is a little dude or just like a cut up dude, you know what I'm saying?
True. Honestly, shit, I think it even changes if he took off his shirt and he didn't have nothing there. You know what I mean? Like if he didn't have his kill count there, granted, having his kill count there was a treat for fans, but I think that actually did something to the movie to be like, oh no, this guy is really about his business. Because for a minute there, at least everybody's watching it naively. When you're watching it and him and Chadwick are about to fight, you're like, oh, Chadwick's about to give your ass the business. And then when you see Michael B. Jordan start to prepare for it, you like, hold up, wait a minute, he might can hang with you. You know what I mean?
Right. I think get busy.
That helped. Yeah, I think that helped.
The best example that I can give towards this is to where it in those kind of situations when you got to play that kind of character, what you do to yourself matters. Remember how much hype was around The Rock's version of Hercules based off that one photo of him looking like a fucking mountain.
Yeah.
We didn't see a script. We didn't see a scene. We saw a picture of his back in Hercules garb.
We didn't see no Hercules moments either, Becario.
Absolutely. That's a whole nother episode. But just him standing in the dressing room dressed as Hercules and all we saw was his back. That alone got people fucking hyped for this movie. Then the movie came out trash. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like when you have a character where your body type ultimately becomes a part of your character.
Right. Now hold that. Now, the same thing that they did. Now, granted, they get a little bit of a pass because they're Marvel, but with the Black Adam thing, they did the exact same thing. You saw a picture. I mean, granted, it was, an edited picture and he's supposedly in costume. It was just of his back. We don't know how that movie is going to plan out, but being that it's Marvel and their first one was actually really good, you can pretty much bet this one's going to be good. So I guess without that, you can, you can disassociate that from Hercules, but they kind of the same way. You just seen his back and that was it.
Well, but that's really my point. Now, when it comes down to The Rock, now the nigga's just naturally yoked like that. So when you see him in Black Adam, it's like, okay, well, yeah, that's The Rock. We already know what you look like. I'll give you an even better example. And it's actually in the same realm of The Rock and Hercules. Remember when they dropped that picture of Jake Gyllenhaal in the ring for what was the name of his boxing movie?
I love that movie. Southpaw.
When they dropped that picture of Jake Gyllenhaal, we ain't see a commercial or nothing. We just knew he was doing a boxing movie. We was like, Jake Gyllenhaal, really? And then you saw him, it's like, I want to see the movie.
Right. Exactly. And then to go along with, with your body change with that one, we've seen him. I think he did he do this? I can't remember if he did this movie before or after. Did he do Nightcrawler before or after Southpaw? Either way, honestly, either way, the body transformation in. Okay, the body transfer. Even you seen him get yoked for Southpaw and then go into how he looked in Nightcrawler. You like, shit, I might want to see that movie. If somebody's doing that, then maybe it can be good. I think we only got a few examples where it was trash. 50, I think Christian Bale did it and it was trash. But other than that,
I feel so bad for 50 because he knew he was getting an Oscar. Like I see y'all in LA. Like, oh no, you won't.
No, you won't. He was looking like one of them Five Cents a Day kids. That movie flopped.
Things fall apart. Terrible movie. Good questions, sir. Good questions. Absolutely. But yeah, as far as Michael B. Jordan being the next Denzel, I think people were just really just trying to create that good old troll situation. I do think, however, he is gonna be that longevity actor, like how we have with Denzel, like we have with Sam and so many people before us. I feel like that next wave of actors, he's definitely included in that. You know, and again, Chadwick should have absolutely been in there. You know, but definitely Daniel Kaluuya, Damson Idris, he's for sure gonna blow up. Michael B is in that conversation. You know what I mean? Like that whole wave, like we're gonna live with them for some time. And honestly, he deserves it because he really put in the work to do it. And, you know, griping on the fact that he may play himself and everything, you know, it still doesn't really change the fact that he picked his spots correctly. He put in the work to make sure that, you know, he delivers what he was, you know, picked up to deliver. And I feel like he's giving us more good than bad. I could be wrong. I'm gonna have to look at the filmography, but I feel like he's giving us more good than bad.
I don't know. I don't know if he's giving us more good and bad. If he has, I'll be surprised. If that or maybe an equal amount. I don't know, man. I don't think I can give you 5 movies that Michael B. Jordan starred in where I was like, no, that movie was it.
Well, you got to define starred in.
Okay. I can't give you 5 movies that Michael B. Jordan was in that I was like, no, that was that movie.
Okay.
I don't think I can do that.
So we got.
I like Creed.
So you got Hardball.
I like Black Panther.
Red Tails. Fruitvale Station.
Okay, so I guess you can do 5. If you include my 2 and then your 3, I guess you could.
Let's see. Fantastic Four was terrible. Creed, Black Panther, Creed 2. I didn't like Just Mercy. I know what they were going for, but I didn't like it. Without Remorse was terrible.
It could have been better. That movie could have been a lot better.
Nah, but you're right. It's a 50-50, so I was wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I think in the future he's gonna start giving us more good than bad. I think his bad days, I don't want to say completely are behind him because I'm never behind nobody, but I think they're pretty much gone. I do believe that. But as far as him being another Denzel, I don't. And a lot of that is because of what we said earlier. Denzel plays himself, Michael Jordan plays himself, but Denzel gives you a little bit more when he's playing himself. You can kind of believe that Denzel is whoever he's supposed to be. When it's Michael B. Jordan, with the exception of Killmonger, you like, no, that's Michael B. Jordan.
Here's the difference. The characters that Denzel plays are written for them to be Denzel. I guarantee they write it and they'd be like, Denzel will kill this. Michael B. Jordan gets casted.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's what ends up happening. I think the only movie that he may have been just legitimately just picked up for is Creed. And it kind of sucks because he may have actually been picked up because of his mustache.
Well, no, I think with Creed, I think he has something to do as far as making it. I think that's
he got production credit as well.
Yeah.
I was fucking around.
But okay, with that being said though, with that same statement being said, then couldn't we almost say that Michael B. Jordan is actually better in a sense than Denzel? Because if I'm writing something with somebody in mind, listen to what I'm saying. If I'm writing something with somebody in mind, then the words that I'm writing, I'm typically, even though they're my words, but I'm forming it around somebody. You know what I mean? Somebody that exists. But if you got somebody like Michael B. Jordan going out to play these characters, wouldn't he have to, I don't know, show the casting director that he are these said people instead of, hey, you know what I mean? I just think it'd be easier to write something with somebody in mind than it would be for somebody to go out and get a part. Does that make sense?
No, I hear what you mean as far as he's killing the casting couch. I don't want to take away from this man's success. So I hope no one out there listening believes that that's what I'm doing. He's really winning off of the fact that he's bubbling and he has sex appeal.
Okay.
And the only reason I say that is because right now Michael B. Jordan is a hot commodity. When you hear Michael B. Jordan is on the ticket, people are gonna watch because he's earned that, especially after doing Killmonger, after doing Creed. Like when you hear he's on the ticket, people are gonna watch. Right. Denzel, you damn near base your entire movie around Denzel. Like the fact that they were able to make Denzel, you know what I'm saying, the illest CIA agent in life with the Equalizer. That was no one else could have played the Equalizer. No one else. Imagine Bruce Willis trying to be the Equalizer.
I see where you're going. If Michael B. Jordan went out to the casting couch for Equalizer, he wouldn't have got that. I see what you're saying.
Right. But when Michael B. Jordan got his opportunity to be the Equalizer on Without Remorse, terrible movie.
Right. Not only that,
drizzling
with
shit.
With that same one, Michael B. Jordan couldn't be the Equalizer. Or hell, Michael B. Jordan damn sure couldn't be Alonzo on Training Day. But we could see Denzel being, you know, another character. You know what I mean? I know that it's an age disparity, but if they were the same age, he could have been another guy. I see what you're saying.
And think about it. All Denzel did was act like Denzel, but just say motherfucker a lot. That's it. That's it. That's what I'm saying. There's a big difference. And you don't write movies thinking, oh, I got Michael B. Jordan in mind for this. Nah, you write movies thinking this is perfect for Denzel. This is going to work excellently for Denzel. And you go from there. So there's no even remote compare. That doesn't mean that Michael B. Jordan, you know what I'm saying, isn't a great actor, but it's just you kind of get what you get with Michael B. Jordan. And again, he's in that pack. He's in that that generation, that next generation of actors who are going to live for a very long time in film. And it's dope. Like, and I welcome that shit because it's almost like hip hop. You get worried like, okay, so what's gonna fucking come next? Like, what does the next line look at? Because you see a lot of people come on and then you see them go. Like, what was dude's name that played Martin Luther King? The other British guy.
I see him. So hell, I just watched the movie. I forget his name, but I know who you're talking about.
I forgot his name too, but remember, he was the talk of the town for about 2 or 3 years. I ain't seen him in shit.
He was.
Since.
He was. I had just watched him. Actually, he was just in the movie with Storm Reed, but the movie came out, I think, a couple of years ago. And it could have been better. It wasn't bad, but it could have been better. But you're right. Since then, I haven't seen him. I haven't seen him in nothing in the last 3 years. And I do remember he was like, after around that time that movie was coming out, if not shortly after, he was like the person that you had to get. Yeah.
But like, you know, I just like the fact that Black Hollywood is getting back to that place to where, and because we're in such a, and I say this with heavy quote, progressive era in life, now you can't deny us like you could back then.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
We proved too much.
Now we're no longer in that position to where, oh, we have to create our own. Now we're in a position, I'm gonna create my own and I'm gonna go do this Spielberg movie. You know what I mean? Like, we're in that position now.
Right.
So I love the fact that we're seeing that crop of black actors going forward. Dog, The Rock has been the highest paid actor for like the last 4 fucking years. And you know what The Rock does when he gets on screen? plays The Rock.
Plays The Rock.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's what I mean, bro. Like that ilk, you know what I'm saying, being cut from that cloth, bro, it's beautiful to see. You know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely amazing to see, nigga. Issa Rae out here signing all kind of stupid fucking deals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's big shit going on, bro. Like, and I swear, I think, oh Lord, because DeWanda Wise is really about to take the fuck off. Like, she's really about to take off.
Yeah, I think that there's gonna be a wave of new Black actors. And the dope thing about this is, unlike like with our white counterparts, usually when there's a new wave, that's because the old wave are kind of phasing out. With us, that older wave is still there.
Yeah.
So you get older and newer. You know what I mean? So I just love it. I think it's dope.
Bro, we just saw, even though the movie could have been better, we just saw Eddie Murphy break records, and streaming has been a thing for quite some time. People were breaking records, and you watch Eddie Murphy break a record with a sequel to a movie that came out 35 years ago. You know what I mean? So we still cooking, and that popularity came from him returning, acting as an actor who hasn't been famous for like 40 years. You know? So it's like, you hit the nail on the head. Like, a lot of our old heads, a lot of our OGs are still rocking, while this new line, this new generation of Black actors are, you know what I'm saying, they're taking the baton and they're running alongside with them until they decide to run off the court. And what's even better about it is, just like I said earlier, we're not in the position where we were back in the early 90s where we had to make our own. We're now in the position of, I'm going to make this blackity black shit, but again, I'm gonna go do this Spielberg movie as well, and I'm gonna go give me an Oscar. You know what I mean? Like, exactly. I'm not, you know, I don't have to just do this. I don't have to do this slave movie. I don't have to do this hood movie. You know what I'm saying? I don't
have to solely depend on you and your movie, your ideas, in order to be in this space.
I don't have to, you know what I'm saying, rest solely into the Black struggle or perpetuate Black stereotypes to actually get on the screen. Like, nigga, I can actually get out here and do some real shit. You know what I mean? And then if I want to go perpetuate a stereotype or do something of the Black struggle, I can. And I'm going to kill it, because that's the talent I have. I love the fact that that's where we are right now, because it just shows where we've come from. Now, is it a fear-based situation? Absolutely, because no one wants to be racist. But the fact that we're capitalizing on it the way that we are, with amazing fucking performances to the point where it's like, oh, no, I want him and stuff. You know what I mean? It's phenomenal.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I kind of lean a little bit more towards, it's not necessarily about no one wants to seem racist. No one wants to be canceled more so. And
fear-based.
You know, they want to bag. Yeah, definitely. Exactly. Fear-based. But no, you're absolutely right. We're in a good space right now in that particular industry. And I do believe some people know, whether white or Black, but I don't think a lot of people know how big that particular industry is. You know what I mean? Like, how much that influences people from youth to how in a sense, a person could watch certain movies and certain TV shows throughout their entire life, and it mold them somehow. You know what I mean? So I think as we as Black people start getting into more spaces to where we can tell our stories and how things really are, we can be the ones kind of maybe molding, you know what I mean, to form something that's going to be beneficial for us as a people. Because I had to grow up watching a whole bunch of white sitcoms as a Jew. Somehow, some way, that shaped, even if it was just on, oh, this is how white people think, it shapes you. You know what I mean? So I think we have a good chance at doing that, but in a positive way for us.
Absolutely. Now it's gonna be dope going forward. I just want us to just keep our foot on their necks. As long as we do that, man, we solid. I do want to bring this up though, before we close out. It goes back into our boxing is a joke situation. So it's two of them. First of all, do you see Aaron Carter wants to fight Soulja Boy?
Yeah, I was like, didn't you just get knocked out by that other smoker dude, Lamar Odom?
Dog, if you get knocked out by 2 crackheads in 1 year, what does that do for you? Well, first of all, we ain't seen Aaron Carter in 4 fucking ever. And then when he does come back,
True, but wait a minute though. But even when we go that far, ain't he a crackhead too? So we just watch. It's like watching bum fight.
Probably so. Who knows? That's you know what? This is bum fights with money.
Basically, bum fights with money.
It's pretty much bum fights with money. we just got to fight. So how much we getting paid? But yeah, and I think Soulja Boy may have accepted. I know Blueface just had a boxing match not too long ago. But the more quote professional one, we got to talk about Jake Paul. So this motherfucker here put up a quote.
I think he was trolling, dog.
No, absolutely was trolling. But here's the thing: if any of them niggas accept, you think he gonna back down from that bag?
Yeah.
No, he not.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do think he's gonna back down from that bag because if those guys only way, listen, it'd have to be certain stipulations for him to knock down, to take the bag. He'd be like a no knockout type thing. But I don't believe that those fighters that he called out would go for that. So if they don't go for that, it's gonna be like, no, I should have blocked him. They're gonna try to kill that man, and I think he's gonna realize that and be like, you know what? Let me fake an injury or something. I hurt my hand in training and this fight, you know what I mean? Something. I don't think he accepts. There's no way he fights Gervonta Davis. It's no way.
So
there's no way he survives a fight with that man.
Here's why I know he's trolling, but here's why I also know that he also will be down for it because I feel like he's trying to troll his way to a bag. One, he's been calling out Gervonta Davis since his first fight. 2, if you look at the names that he has on here, he has GIB, Nate Robinson, Ben Askren, just regular ass motherfuckers, Tyrone Woodley, Canelo, Nate or Nick Diaz, Timmy Fury, I'm not too sure who that is, Conor McGregor, KSI. KSI one is probably definitely going to happen because that's just 2 internet niggas that box. Gervonta Davis and Logan Paul. Yeah. Now, Logan Paul went into the same situation of no knockouts against Mayweather. Got knocked out. But it wasn't supposed to be.
But at the same time, but at the same time, that's Mayweather. I can see Mayweather taking a no knockout fight. That's Mayweather. He retired. He I mean, everything is about a bad man. Somebody like Gervonta Davis, he's a fucking headhunter. He's gonna try to kill that man.
Bro, if the unfortunate side of it, if the bag is right, these niggas will take it. If the bag is right, these niggas will take it, bro. I'm telling you.
I don't put it past him. I just, you know what, man, when I'm at the point now where I'm just tired of the troll. I'm really tired of people saying whatever they feel like they can say. I'm tired of 2 things, honestly. I'm tired of people saying whatever they want to say, however they want to say it, without any repercussions. And if you try to do some repercussions there, oh, you're hurting me, you're bullying. I'm sick of that shit. And I'm sick of people, every time somebody comments or says something that you don't like or that hurts your feelings, you want to get emotional about it and tell everybody how it's not right for you to do it. I'm so sick of that shit, man.
That's where we at.
And I feel like that's exactly what would happen in this case. You know what I mean? Like hypothetically, Jake Paul fights Gervonta Davis, gets his ass beat. Gervonta Davis trolls Jake. Then Jake run around, oh, you're being mean to me, you're bullying me. I'm just sick of it, dog. I'm tired.
This is where we at. But Jake Paul is definitely not going to run. Well, if he does, he'll be trolling. But
if they do fight, what do you think that bag looks like?
It depends, bro, because his last fight that he was the fucking main nigga on made bread. His fight with Nate Robinson made bread. Fuck. With Gervonta Davis?
Yeah.
I can see it doing like 2.5.
2.5 mil?
Absolutely.
I'm saying that's kind of low. Didn't his last fight get more than that?
Hold on, let me look up the purse for his last fight. Give me 1 second.
And outside of that, while you do that, do you think if he doesn't fight Gervonta Davis, which I kind of don't think will happen, do you think he fights anybody else?
Yeah, I think somebody on that list is gonna get it. So the fight he had with Ben Askren, which was just a nothing fucking fight, this nigga made $650,000. That was the second fight.
Oh wow.
Oh, I'm sorry, correction. He made 690,000 on that fight.
But yeah, shit.
Tyrone Woodley, and this is from a post in June 11th. They said if he was to take a fight, and they just did like a numbers crunching situation. Oh, where is it at? Where is it at? Where is it at? I just pulled it up. Fuck, where is it at? Anyway, what was your question while I'm looking for the number?
Oh, do you see him fighting anyone else on that list?
Oh, on that list, yeah. Then I have to pull the list back up. Let's see.
I know we'd probably say KSI. Is that you say his name?
KSI.
Or I
should
say, do you think he fights any? Do you think he fights any professional? I don't know if the Diaz brothers are. Like, I don't know if they got one for this, one for that, but regardless, do you see anybody with fighting experience and fighting someone with fighting experience? I should say that.
I think Canelo may do it just to shut him the fuck up, because Canelo's definitely on like the downward slope. Again, I think Gervonta Davis would.
He's not.
I think Gervonta Davis would do it. I can't get past that. I don't think McGregor would do it because
why do you think he makes, like, when he's calling out the MMA fighters, why do you think he makes them box instead of the MMA?
Because the MMA fighters already have that martial art. So instead of him having to learn a whole new martial art, they can just familiarize themselves more with a martial art they already know. I get it, because it's like, because people were saying the same thing about Mayweather. Like, why don't he step into the octagon? Like, you want this nigga to learn jujitsu? Motherfuckers learn jujitsu for like 15, 20 years. You want him to learn that shit in 6 months for your entertainment?
You're right.
So according to, come on now, Google. What is this? Where'd it go? I just saw something that one of the purses he made from one of his fights was so he also has a 70% pay-per-view share in, nope, that's way too fucking off. Let me see. What is this? I'm gonna have to look up the authenticity of this. Okay, boom. So he made $500,000 for the first nigga. He made $750,000 just to fight Nate Robinson, but took home from pay-per-view share bonus $1.25 million. Ben Askren, he made that $690,000, but then took home $1.5 million. So yeah, I think.
Okay, I can see where you get that number as well.
Yeah, so just to get them to fight, they're gonna throw out, the high six digits, but they're for sure gonna get something from the actual pay-per-view itself. They'd be fucking stupid as hell. You said what?
From the pay-per-view themselves, they're definitely gonna take home something. You're absolutely
easily.
Right.
And he took on $1.5 million to fight a scrub. So it's like, man, that's good money. Now, and just imagine the shit talking Jake Paul finally going to get somebody that can actually knock his ass the fuck out. Everyone's going to order that, because the Paul's already got a legendary fucking fight. Let me see, because I actually never looked into it. I wonder what did Logan Paul make for fighting
That's
Mayweather.
Crazy that these. I don't know really about any of them, but it's just crazy that this boy has really trolled his way into fighting some of the people that will go down in history.
Yeah. Oh, dog, come on. The fight only makes sense. So according to this, oh wait, let me post. God damn it. With endorsements, pay-per-view buys. No, there's no fucking way this is real. Okay, boom. I trust Bleacher. Nope. This is real. So according to Bleacher Report, Logan Paul made just over $20 million.
What?
Mayweather walked away
Nah.
with Mayweather came in with a guaranteed 30 mil. That's according to TMZ Sports. Said Paul told TMZ Sports last month.
Yeah.
So let me see.
Mayweather don't get out of bed unless it's some money behind it.
Yeah, bro. Logan Paul walked away with just shy of $20 million from this fight.
That is fucking nuts. If I would have told you fucking in 2012 when we met that Floyd Mayweather was going to be fighting a YouTube star, you would be looking at me like I was fucking nuts.
And for $30 million out the gate, I didn't even look to see what the fuck he even made from the pay-per-view and I'm pretty sure he had something at the door too. Yeah, man.
That is fucking crazy.
It's a different world, brother. All right, let's get on up out of here, man. It's 2:10 in the morning. I still got to get up and edit this shit.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right, y'all. Well, we appreciate y'all, coming through, chopping it up with us. Sorry if we got a little all over the place for a while. And if it doesn't seem as if we were all over the place for a while, it's because it got cut out. The power of editing. There's a little peek behind the curtain for you. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. As always, we appreciate the support. And as always, it's Big Los.
Hollywood Kev.
It's the Noize.